So the next playbook we're going to talk about in master.yaml is the couchdb.yaml. So the couchdb.yaml is mainly used to set up the CouchDB cluster and also replicate the data in the database. There are three main roles. So the first one, CouchDB setup. We use the CouchDB settings as the variable file. In the variable file, we specify the volumes and proxy environments, and also the CouchDB credentials, which specify the user, password, version, cookie, and UID. So in the CouchDB setup role, we create the Docker containers for the CouchDB and also stop or remove if any current one exists. So in the next role, CouchDB finish setup, we set up the CouchDB cluster, which first enable the cluster and then join all the nodes into the cluster with the first node with larger storage as the master node. We also use the empty request to avoid an error message when finish the cluster setup. So the next row, we also replicate the databases in the CouchDB cluster in single instance to avoid accidentally deletion of the database. There are two rows. There are two main parts. The first one is the restore database and the other one is the backup one. So the backup one, we use the continuously backup, which will store the data when there is new data coming in. And this will run continuously. For the restore database, this will only enable when there is a database that is accidentally deleted. So in this role, it also includes two Jinja file, which during the playbook execution, the variables will be replaced with the relevant value. Yes. And we also create one for the restore database. So we could also check from our database interface. We can see that we have all the databases for our interested cities and also their backup database. We can also check from here, we are running a cluster with 3 nodes. And also the replication activities, we are running in continuous. And also we can check from the replicator. There are 5 documents that is running to replicate our database. So that's all for our CouchDB database setup. Thank